Now let's turn from comic book officials to comical ones. A diplomatic spat has erupted between the UK and Greece. The two European and NATO partners are having a tiff. This is over Britain's colourful history of robbery. The UK has stolen priceless artefacts from all over the world, and it stores these treasures in the British Museum in London. The UK hoards thousands of looted pieces of cultural heritage, many from Asia and Africa. But even Europe has not been spared. Greece in particular has suffered greatly from Britain's kleptomania. And one set of sculptures has been causing tensions for years now. The Parthenon Marbles. These marble sculptures are 2,500 years old. They were carved in ancient Greece. They once adorned the Acropolis of Athens. But in the early 1800s, they were stolen by Thomas Bruce, the Earl of Elgin. Even today, Britain calls them the Elgin Marbles, as though flaunting its grand robbery. But Greece is not amused, and for years they have been trying to get the marbles back. It seems these efforts have drawn the ire of British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak. He was supposed to have a meeting today with Greece's Prime Minister, Kyriakos Mitsotakis. He was in London, the Greek leader. The meeting was scheduled, but at the 11th hour, Sunak backed out. The Greek Prime Minister gave an interview on Monday. He spoke about the marbles and he made some logical points. You see, the marbles have been split. Some are in London, some are still in Athens. The Greek Prime Minister compared it to the Mona Lisa being cut in half. He said to truly appreciate their beauty, the marbles needed to be together in one place. Now, the Greek PM was being too optimistic. He knows how the British are about their stolen hoard. They will not return anything willingly. There's even a law from 1963 that forbids the British Museum from returning any stolen artifact. And the Greek Prime Minister knew this. So he was pitching for a partnership, one where the British Museum could loan out the marbles to the Greeks. It's ridiculous that people have to borrow what is technically their heritage, but this is the British Museum we're talking about, so ridiculous is the norm. But even this watered-down suggestion apparently offended Rishi Sunak. He scrapped the meeting with the Greek PM, leading to today's spat. London offered to send Deputy Prime Minister Oliver Dowden for the meeting instead, but the damage had been done.
We offered a meeting with the Deputy Prime Minister, so a very senior level meeting. The Greek government chose not to take that up. They're entitled to take that view, and the Prime Minister set out clearly the government's position about the Elgin Marbles. So I think the position is very clear.
It's not just the Greek Prime Minister who was offended by all of this. The people of Greece were not impressed either.
It was a misstep, a diplomatic misstep on behalf of Britain. You discuss things even if you have an opposing opinion.
It was very bad. I would say it was a desecration of our country. These things don't happen.
Sadly, these things do happen. Britain has always refused to do the right thing when it comes to stolen artifacts. India's Kohinoor diamond, the Benin bronzes, and a hoard of other treasures are locked away in London. Britain refuses to even talk about returning these pieces of heritage. The Greek PM called this out. He said, anyone who believes in the correctness and justice of their positions is never afraid of opposing arguments. Britain's refusal to engage is proof of its tainted legacy of looting.